Liverpool's summer was already shaping up to be pivotal, but now has taken a dramatic twist. Let's break this down in today's video. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Despite strong interest from Saudi giants Al Hilal, sporting director Richard Hughes is now expected to remain at Anfield, in what feels like a major internal win for the club ahead of a crucial rebuild. Reports suggested a move was close, even imminent, but that approach has now been firmly rejected. Behind the scenes, Fenway Sports Group have made their stance crystal clear. Hughes is central to their long-term vision, and they want full focus on what could be one of the most important transfer windows in recent Liverpool history. And here's where things really get interesting. This isn't just about stability, it's about aggressive evolution. Liverpool are now expected to make 3 to 4 first-team signings this summer, with the rebuild accelerating. The plan was always multi-window, but the urgency has increased, and the backing is there. Even more telling is the support behind Arne Slot. According to David Ornstein, the club fully intend to stick with Slot regardless of how the season ends, giving him the tools and players to properly implement his vision. They need more players, Ornstein revealed, and not just squad depth. Liverpool are targeting 4 or 5 key positions. So where could the changes come? Attack. Wingers are a priority, with names like Yankuba Minte, Bazumana Toure, and Yan Diomande all on the radar. Striker, an injury to Hugo Ekitike could force Liverpool into the market for a new number 9. Defense, a centre-back addition looks likely, with Marco Senesi heavily linked. Fullback depth is also under consideration. Midfield. Perhaps the biggest concern, with Ryan Gravenberch and Alexis McAllister struggling for consistency and uncertainty surrounding Curtis Jones and Wataru Endo. In fact, Liverpool have already begun quietly testing the market for a new midfielder, signalling just how seriously they're taking this rebuild. This isn't just a transfer window anymore, it's a defining moment. Hughes staying could be the key that unlocks it all. Backed by FSG, trusted by Slot, and tasked with reshaping a post-Klopp Liverpool, the pressure is enormous. But if they get this right, Liverpool won't just rebuild, they'll reload. In other news, Liverpool's season has been rocked by a devastating development that stretches far beyond a single result or performance. What initially appeared to be a concerning injury has now escalated into one of the most serious setbacks a footballer can suffer, with Hugo Ekitike staring at a prolonged spell on the sidelines that could reshape both his career trajectory and Liverpool's attacking plans for the foreseeable future. During the 2-0 defeat to Paris Saint-Germain at Anfield, the 23-year-old striker collapsed off the ball in distress, immediately signaling that something was badly wrong. The severity of the situation became clear almost instantly. According to Julien Laurent, citing sources close to the player, Ekitike heard his Achilles snap before going down in agony, a detail that underlines just how catastrophic the injury is. Stretchered off in tears and leaving the stadium early, the emotional toll was evident, but beyond the immediate concern lies a far more damaging reality. Ekitike is now expected to be sidelined for anywhere between 9 and 12 months, with the injury widely understood to be a ruptured Achilles. That timeline places his earliest possible return around January 2027, with April 2027 a more cautious projection depending on rehabilitation progress. For Liverpool, this is more than just losing a player. It is losing a key component of their evolving attacking identity under Arne Slot. Ekitike's movement, technical ability, and growing influence in the final third have begun to establish him as a central figure in Slot's system. Now, those plans must be torn up and rewritten. Achilles injuries are notoriously unforgiving. They do not simply sideline players, they often redefine them. Recovery is long, grueling, and uncertain. Even once a player returns, regaining explosiveness, confidence, and rhythm can take months, sometimes longer. There is no guarantee Ekitike will come back as the same player, and history offers a sobering reminder of that reality. His former PSG teammate Presnel Kimpembe endured a similarly brutal ordeal, missing close to 2 years after suffering an Achilles rupture. While every case differs, it highlights the potential long-term implications of such an injury, both physically and mentally. In the short term, Liverpool must adapt quickly. With Ekitike unavailable, Slot is left to reshuffle his attacking options, leaning on Alexander Isak, Cody Gakpo, and Federico Chiesa to fill the void. However, even that trio presents complications. Isak is only just returning from a broken leg and looked far from match sharp against PSG, while Chiesa's future at the club remains uncertain. Amid speculation, he could be moved on. That leaves Gakpo as the most immediate solution through the middle, with the Dutch forward now expected to shoulder significant responsibility, starting as soon as the upcoming Merseyside derby. In turn, opportunities will open up elsewhere, most notably for 17-year-old Rio Ngumoha, who could see increased involvement as Liverpool look to manage their attacking depth carefully. Yet the consequences extend even further. With Mohamed Salah set to depart at the end of the season and Chiesa potentially following him out of the door, Ekitike's absence creates a major structural problem in Liverpool's forward line. What may have been viewed as a position requiring minor reinforcement has now become a priority area for investment. Recruitment plans will inevitably be accelerated. Liverpool are unlikely to enter a new season without a reliable, fully fit focal point in attack, and Ekitike's injury forces the club into the market with far greater urgency than anticipated. But beyond tactics, transfers and timelines, the focus, at least for now, must remain on the player himself. At 23, Ekitike faces the toughest challenge of his career. The road to recovery will demand patience, resilience, and relentless work behind the scenes, far from the spotlight of match days and headlines. For Liverpool, it is a moment of recalibration. For Ekitike, it is a test of character. And for everyone watching, it is a stark reminder of how quickly football can shift. From promise and momentum to uncertainty and rebuild in the space of a single, devastating moment. Ultimately, this is a moment that forces Liverpool to confront both the fragility and unpredictability of elite football. What once looked like a forward line evolving with clarity and purpose has suddenly been thrown into uncertainty, with long-term planning now colliding with immediate necessity. Decisions that may have been penciled in for future transfer windows will now be brought forward, and the margin for error in recruitment has all but disappeared. For Arne Slot, this represents one of his toughest challenges since taking charge, not just tactically, but in maintaining momentum and belief within a squad that has already endured a turbulent campaign. How Liverpool respond in the coming months, both on the pitch and in the market, could define the trajectory of his tenure. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.